Drunk,
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 drunk, drunk, hammered drunk,
drunk, drunk,
drunk,
drunk.
Drunk Trade of the Week.
Dustin, I'd gotten so excited that I prematurely entered the drunk trade into our before, but now we can do it in earnest. This week's comes from Mr. Wash His Hands on Reddit. I don't want to know any background to that name at all. Normally I try to speculate. I don't want to do it.
I think it's just COVID safety, washing your hands all the time.
Okay, I hope so. But 10-team PPR, Superflex Dynasty League, all the good stuff, they say was plastered. And this was the trade I did around week 4 of last year. Gave up CD Lamb and Damian Harris, received Jerry Jeudy, Rondale Moore, the 109, and a mid-second round pick this year. Don't know why the official second isn't listed
Right.
there. I guess, I don't know, simplicity's sake. In any case, they say lost that trade initially, which isn't too bad given my state of mind, but I ended up including parts of this trade in 3 separate trades for Jamar Chase. So this is a building block trade that kicked things off to ultimately get Jamar Chase. Now, I don't know the full details of that, but they say I'm content in the end.
I would kind of like to know how he ended up with Jamar Chase out of this trade.
Yeah, I'm going to have to follow up with Mr. Wash His Hands and see if we can get a follow-up for next week's episode to get...
Yeah, I'm just morbid curiosity here. I mean, going from CD Lamb to Jamar Chase, I mean, I like that a lot. So
I do as well.
I want to know how shrewd he was in his trading and what he had to give up to get there. So
yeah, well, it's a long haul. Yeah, 3 separate trades. You got to have the patient long game sometimes in Dynasty. So I do appreciate that. But before we even get to the Jamar Chase of it all, I'm curious for this individual trade. So CD Lamb, of course, fantastic last year, had a much improved season. And he was already looking good, as a rookie. He had made some pretty big strides for Dynasty's sake. Last year, though, really felt like a true breakout year for him. And then Damian Harris, that was an unfortunate situation with his injuries. And now he has moved on from New England. Hard to say what his role will be this year. But compare that to Jerry Jeudy, which was kind of the only bright spot on the Broncos team for quite some time last year. Rondale Moore, who I know you were big on, or somewhat, per one of our other beer bets last year. And then the 109, the mid-second. So straight up here, which side would you take?
I think I would take... I think I would... Oh, God.
Neither. You're going to say neither or both. I want all of the pieces.
My brain says the CD Lamb side, but my heart says the Jerry Jeudy side. Only because my brain says CD Lamb because you're getting the best player in the trade, and that's typically what you want to do.
Yep.
But I like the pieces of... Okay, when you look at it this way, you get Jerry Jeudy and say the 109 for CD Lamb, and then it's Damian Harris for Rondale Moore in a second. I mean, I think you're making out on that piece of it. So I don't think it's that you lost the trade that poorly, to be honest. Jerry Jeudy, I have confidence that he's going to rebound this year with what should be an improved offense with Sean Payton there. Another season with Russell Wilson. I mean, there is rumor that one of those wide receivers could get traded off that team. So hopefully it's not Jeudy, because I think him and Russ could cook together. Rondale Moore, probably not a big piece there, but there could be some upside. He's still fairly young. The 109 in a second. I mean, I like those 2 picks. So that's why my heart goes with the Jerry Jeudy side.
Yeah, I can understand why your heart would say such a thing, because Jerry Jeudy, I think, has so much untapped potential where he could ascend to the level of CD Lamb for fantasy, and I wouldn't be shocked by that.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be shocked by that at all. But it's the same thing about with those picks. Yes, those picks could be magnificent. The old thing that we've always said. Yes, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. Yes, that's all true. And that's true for Jerry Jeudy to some extent as well.
Mhm.
Like you said, he could cook with Russell, or he could get traded, which I don't know. There's been really a lot of backing down from that recently,
Mhm.
from Sean Payton suggesting that they won't do that. Rondale Moore, I think, is getting more interesting because DeAndre Hopkins likely will be traded or maybe even cut because of his
Mhm.
contract. So DeAndre Hopkins gone. I mean, I understand his quarterback situation is possibly a poopy for quite some time, but as I'd rather have him above Damian Harris in Buffalo. I don't want running backs in Buffalo. I'm still not, I don't care. I'm never going to be on that train. So Damian Harris might as well be a early third round pick for me. That's the value I place on him. So I would also slightly err on the side of Jeudy. So I don't think, Mr. Wash His Hands, that you really lost even this initial trade. I know it might feel that way, and especially the fact that you got Jamar Chase down the road. I think that you ultimately won this thing. But I even think here there's an argument to be made for the side that he got. But ultimately depends a little bit on what they draft as well,
Mhm.
which is
Yep.
fun. And we'll be diving into all the rookie analysis, in future episodes. So that will be useful as rookie drafts are, well, right around the corner because the NFL draft is right around the corner, which is
Yes,
fun.
it is. I can't wait. Oh,